Tonight it's my great pleasure to welcome Jake Isaac to Rockstone Sessions. Hello, welcome.
Hi.
Welcome to Motel Mazaique. How are you today?
Very well, tired, I'm good.
And are you all pumped up, ready for your session today?
I'm alive.
Well, this is a good start. Now, with every musician, there's so much written about you online, in the media, whatever, trying to describe your music. But how would you describe it in your own words?
Rock with a bit of soul.
Rock with soul.
Yeah, it sounds corny, sorry. Well, that's
not corny.
Probably the only way I can describe it.
And you are described not just as a British singer or a London singer, but a South London singer that's everywhere. It's really specific.
Yeah.
Is that an important part of your identity?
It's a massive part of my identity.
Yeah?
If you're from South London, you have to be proud of it. I don't know, people normally say they're from North London or South London. Yeah, and I just want people to know South London. It's good.
South London and proud.
Totally.
Put it out there.
Totally.
Has that influenced any of your music, or is it just more part of your personal identity?
Funny enough, a lot of my when I was growing up, a lot of my peers, they were listening to like hip hop, garage, grime, like old school stuff, and I was like a closet listener of like Paul Simon Graceland album. Like, I just didn't tell any of my mates. I just didn't want to get bullied, and that's what South London does, you know. But at the same time, there's a sense of community in South London. If you're on holiday in another country and you meet someone from South London, it's just an automatic click. And so I think that sense of community did contribute to lots of afternoons in local parks, chilling out with your mates and just dreaming of whatever. And so that stuff inspires you, doesn't it?
So you said that you had slightly different influences from your peers at the time.
Yeah.
So what did you tell them was your first album, and what was your actual first album that you bought as a kid? I want all your secrets.
Oh, mate. I don't know, like, so like, do you remember So Solid Crew? Like,
oh, yeah.
Okay, so
yes.
yeah, totally. So, like, that they were just starting out, and we used to...
21
Yeah, babe. Totally. So, like, those are the days when we used to have... record to tape. You used to record the radio to tape, and
good times.
And yeah, totally. Like,
back in the day.
Yeah, that's what I used to tell my mates and try and learn some of the raps and whatnot. But really and truly, I wanted real music, and yeah, so I kind of kept that to myself. And
they're listening to 50 Ways to Love.
Obviously. Yeah, totally. But yeah, I mean, real music prevailed, so, and that's why I'm here. Yeah.
Now, your dad is a preacher.
Yeah.
Did that have any influence on your music writing? So I know, for example, War Child is described as that sort of constant tug between heart and mind.
Sure.
And that, to me, has quite a strong spiritual aspect to it.
Yeah.
Do you think that's something from your upbringing?
Yeah, totally. I think, I mean, when you have parents who are so socially grounded and have like strong ethics, and having a dad who's a minister, that's gonna rub off on you. Like, and I'm not ashamed of it. Like, it's who I am. Do you know what I mean? Some people are born to parents in completely different other walks of life, and it makes them incredible people. And I think in my music, there's definitely that sense of consciousness and that sense of being aware of more than just what you see physically. And that's just who I am, and it works for me, innit? Like, you know, and I feel like when I get to play the music out to people, it kind of, I don't know, I'd like to believe there's more than just like a sonic connection or an audio connection. There's something a little bit more deeper than that. And I feel that's been inspired by being at home and having a dad who's a vicar who talks about stuff which is like way above me, you know? So yeah.
Are they proud, your parents?
My mum is, my dad is, but he'd never tell me.
Your dad's always had to keep it a little bit, you know.
Yeah, he kind of grunts, you know.
So that's a positive thing.
Yeah, totally. One grunt's good, two grunts, very good. Yeah.
Good to know. When you write music, do you start off like, oh, I've got this message that I want to get across, and then you try and build a song around it? Or are you just like, you know, walking down the streets of South London, you know, humming a tune, and then you write something from that? Or do you start strumming the guitar? Like, how do you write your songs usually?
Yeah, good question. I think it kind of comes in two ways for me. It'll either come in a really random place, like toilet, like
we have space to think.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like isolation, or like I just came back from as a massive privilege. I got to spend some time out in South Africa. I came back yesterday, and And some of my friends took me out on a game park in Pillingsburg, which is just outside Joburg. And literally, like, when we were on this game drive, I probably wrote down, like, 12 titles of new songs. Like, just looking at visual, like, we bumped into rhinos, like a sound guy standing there, like, oh, rhino, do you know what I mean? And that stuff, do you know what I mean? Like, it moves you, and you write stuff, or you're sitting on the tube, and sometimes I look at someone, you know, like on the tube when in London, you don't talk, that's just the code, you don't interact. Right. So sometimes, a bit weird, but I look at people and I kind of write their story in my mind and kind of say, like, where are they at? Yeah. The other way it comes is sometimes I sit down and I create a beat and I want the beat to make me dance, and then I'll make the whole record, like, just music, and just produce the whole thing, and then I'll write over it, and sometimes it comes out as a scat and blah, 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 and then I form the words, and I want to create that feeling, you know? So yeah, those are kind of the two main ways it happens for me.
And you've been lucky enough to perform and tour with quite a few exciting people. Yeah. But what about, like, if I could use my magic powers and send you anywhere in time, anywhere in the world, sure. What would be your dream collaboration? And I'm talking through history. It doesn't. Don't worry about, you know, physics and all that crap.
Yeah. Sure. I'd love to do a song. I'd love to write a song, capture a song with myself, my guitar, and Lady Spliff, but like Mambazo. They're the choral group that sang on Rain, Rain, Rain with, and other songs with, like, Paul Simon. And I'd love just to do like one song with those guys. And I don't know, like, just the feeling, I can't imagine what that'd be like. Just recording it, let alone playing it live, or, you know, I think that'd be pretty special for me.
Your wish is my command.
Oh, girl.
Made it happen. Snap my little fingers. Now, 2 words.
Yeah.
Make me very excited.
Sure.
Elton John.
Okay, yeah.
Tell us about your connection with Elton John, because it makes me very excited.
Well, yeah, I've last year, end of last year, middle of last year, I played Glasgow. I opened up the other stage at Glastonbury, which is crazy.
It's Glasgow. You're so cool. It's not
Glastonbury. I'm just saying, like, Glastonbury.
Rock star.
Oh, don't be like this. So yeah, I did that, and I got picked up by my now manager soon after that, and she works for a company called Rocket, and Elton John heard the music and apparently liked it, and so I signed with them officially end of the year, and they've got some great people on their roster like Ed Sheeran, James Blunt. Mine's gone blank again.
But it's a huge compliment.
Absolutely, like, totally, and was privileged to meet him end of last year. Was invited to his place for some Christmas dinner with some of the other artists, which was amazing. Wow. Really nice, like considering the amount he's done, nicest, sweetest of guys, humblest of guys, and just so willing to open up, and quite an inspiration, like, just there and then, quite an inspiration. So, and then the last record I put out called Where We Belong, him and his team basically said, look, do you fancy putting that out on Elton's label, which is an absolute privilege, and it's the rest is history, really. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So are you mates now? Are you hanging out?
Nah, far from it. He's still on quite a level.
Yeah.
So yeah, but he's encouraging from afar, so it's all good.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So some incredible things have brought you here to where you are today.
Yeah.
What's coming up next over the next few months? What can we expect?
The next I go back tomorrow from this festival, and the next gig I do is in London. It's a headline gig just to launch this new EP, which is crazy. It's like sold out like a month in advance, which is nuts. And then after that, probably got about 20 to 25 festivals booked over the summer, and then doing some international touring after the summer and UK touring as well. So lots of gigging, but I'm pumped. I'm excited to meet like new people and play for more people. Yeah.
Do you, when you're playing a lot, do you find space then to still write songs, or do you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think like being on the road, that you get to, it inspires you when you see people's reaction. Mm-hmm. Like when you play a song or different parts of the song, you see people's reaction, and it's that stuff. It's like I kind of think it's important to make a mental log of that, and then go to the dressing room and go, there was a moment there, okay, let's write a song and work that moment, you know? And then hopefully you get better and better at writing songs for the performance, because I really think it's not, you know, the saying, it's not just what you say, it's how you say it that's important. And so I try and work on that quite a lot, and even in sound checks, sometimes I'll just come up with a new idea, just to keep pushing the boundaries and try and make stuff that excites me, you know, as well as hopefully will excite other people, you know.
I've got one last question.
Sure.
You know the saying, like in the UK, X is the best thing since sliced bread?
Sure.
Okay. Jake Isaac.
Yes.
Is the best thing to come out of Britain since... How would you finish that sentence?
Jake Isaac is the... Okay, I thought you were going to tell me X. Okay. That threw me. Okay, Jake Isaac is the best thing to come out of Britain since... Tamagotchis.
Wow.
I don't know where that came from.
Racist stuff, because they were pretty damn cool. I had a pink one, a dinosaur.
Mate, my sister had one. I was never allowed one. I don't understand why.
Is this like, yeah, I really like So Solitary?
Yeah. Yeah, my sister had one. Yeah.
Well, it's been such a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much for taking the time, because I know that you're going on pretty soon. But thanks a lot, and we look forward to great things from you.
Cheers.
And I hope we can catch up with you next time.
Definitely like that.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.